Hello there, Anshin, or should I say
Hello.
good evening? Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Anshin. Well, we've reached the end. It's time to get out the violins and start plucking the strings. Reached the end of the Page Builder Summit 4.0, and I can honestly say that I'm shattered. How are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty, yeah, the same. But yeah, it was good. It was a good week.
It has been good, but it is time to just sort of wrap things up. So we're gonna keep this call pretty brief, I think, basically. Just to sort of say, just rounding up, having a bit of a recap, what was good, what was interesting, and so on and so forth. One of the first things right off the bat, though, if it's okay with you, is I'd like to encourage you to give us some feedback about what you thought of the Page Builder Summit 4.0. We've thrown together an Airtable form, which we've embedded on our website. And actually, there's the URL. We'd be most interested in finding out what you thought about the Page Builder Summit 4.0. Typically, not a lot changes. It's largely the same, but there are a few tweaks that we made here, there, and everywhere, and some of it based upon feedback that we get from this form. So there it is, pagebuildersummit.com/survey attendee. I'm sure I could have made that a bit shorter, but there you go. Pagebuildersummit.com/survey attendee. Yeah, we'd basically just love to get your feedback about what you thought about the whole thing. Shall we get stuck into it, Anshin?
Yes, sure.
So first off, how did you think the week went? Let me just ask you that personally. Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I think, yeah, definitely. Yeah, there was a good variety of shows, and I got a lot of positive feedback. Well, I just got positive feedback. I think I spoke to someone that said it was even better than last time, and I said, like, that's so cool, because that's one of the biggest fears when you do things like this, like again and again. It's hard to to improve upon it every time, and I'm sure not everyone will agree. It depends on the topics that's been presented, but yeah, I think it went well.
Yeah, there was a real variety, and actually, it was quite interesting. In David McCann's talk, which was just a few hours ago, there was a little bit of a chat about how disruptive the page builder space is going to be in the near future. Full site editing, all these tools coming out around creating archive pages. So, in other words, things that are being built like quickly, which was what he was showing off, which are making the full site editing capabilities in WordPress core a really interesting proposition in the future. So hopefully, I got right in the comments there, and I said, "Well, that's good, because there's lots of stuff for the Page Builder Summit 5.0 in that case. So we've got no shortage of things to talk about. We're just going to keep, like I said, we're going to keep this really brief. But basically, um, if you've got any comments that you want to throw in, we're going to be here for about the next, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, not particularly long. But if you've got anything you want to throw into the comments, feel free to do that. Perhaps a favorite presentation or something like that. But the main purpose of this is really just to encourage you to take stock of what you've done and make use of it. It's all very well in the thrill of the week to gather all these resources, watch all these topics, have all these conversations, but then it's so easy to just start Monday and forget all about it. Kind of forget what you did, forget that the Page Builder Summit existed, forget the resources that, if you're a Power Pack purchaser, you've now got your hands on. And I guess it won't really help you unless you take some action. Break down what you've done, break down what it is that you want to learn, take action on it, and so on and so forth. So, do you want to get into that, Anshan?
No, no, yeah, just basically, I think so. I see for myself, there's like a few things, like for example, accessibility that I was really interested in and learned a bit more. But obviously, I need to go dive. I need to go firstly watch the session again and then dive a little bit deeper. And yeah, just things like make definitely now before you forget, go at least make like an action list. What do you want to do next week? What do you want to go research? What do you want to watch again if you can? And yeah, I'm saying that uh, there will still be sessions until Sunday night. So like today's sessions will still be available. So basically the whole weekend you'd still be able to watch some of the sessions. So yeah, definitely go do that if you can.
Yeah, so everything that was aired today, you've still basically got 48 hours, more or less, 42 hours or something in some cases. But the stuff that was on Thursday, you've still got more or less 24 hours, more like
Mm.
18 now. But the point is, if you want to go and watch those, now would be the time to do it. If you didn't buy the power pack, which is the sort of upsell that we have, and you feel that you want to watch those, go and do it quickly. However, if you did get access to the power pack, that's great because you can basically relax. You don't need to worry too much because you can look at those at your own leisure over the days and weeks and months to come. If you've got any confusion about how to log in or anything, then shoot an email over. There's the contact form on the website. But don't expect an answer this weekend, is all we're saying. Because we're going to take a few minutes. But yeah, get the
Oh,
most out of the
goodness.
all access pass. If you've made that purchase, it's sitting there waiting. All those resources are there. You've got transcriptions, you've got the videos, you've got the worksheets, you've got all the bits and pieces that the presenters and the speakers gave away as well. What were you going to say, Anshin? Sorry, I feel I interrupted.
No, no, I just no. There was just I wanted to go see who it is in Facebook, but they say that they're going to put dates on their calendar to block out some time to go back and catch up. So I think that's a really good idea to actually go block out the time and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
whoever you are, we
when
we,
next
we can't see your name, but yeah, that's a really good idea. Put things in the calendar, and essentially just whatever process that you've got, whether that's using a calendar app or something, or some sort of Trello board. Pick the things that you think you could make the most out of. So in Anshin's case, it'll be accessibility. In my case, it'll be full site editing, all the stuff around that, and bookmark some time. It's 1 hour in most cases to watch a couple of the presentations and make some notes and so on. So yeah. Is there anything else that we need to throw out there?
Yeah, so one thing is that the page builder, the power pack will only be available until Wednesday. So if you do still decide to get it, I think until Wednesday midnight, it's still available. So that's just one thing. And then I think that's the other thing that you've mentioned this morning, but maybe there's people on here that didn't watch that session. Is just if you have the power pack, go redeem your offers as soon as possible.
Yeah. So I think it was, who was it mentioned that in Twitter? It was
Glenn,
Glenn.
Glenn, yeah.
Glenn, saying that essentially we don't really have control over when the power pack, what's the right word, the sort of offers, the incentives, the special discounts and so on that the presenters gave to us. Anshin mentioned that she'd asked for several months, but really, if you just want to go and get them all right away, so Anshin's tip is just to go through the whole laundry list, pick them all up, and lock them away over the next few days, and then at least you've got those. And the power pack will still be available until Wednesday. I've got a URL for that somewhere. I wonder if I've got the right one. No, probably not. Oh yeah, there it is. Pagebuildersummit.com, Page Builder Summit Power Pack, if you're keen to do that. Yeah, so we could drone on about it. We could ask people whether they, what they thought their best sessions were, and so on and so forth. But I don't know. I feel that our job is done here. We've managed it in under
Yeah.
15 minutes. What do you think?
Yeah, so the only other things are that day 4's bingo is still open. So please, if you have bingo, go paste. There's still a lot of awesome prizes available. And then I'm only going to post day 5's bingo after this. So, well, hopefully, if it's maybe only tomorrow, but over the weekend. So,
Yeah, don't commit.
yeah, so
Don't commit.
there will still be there are still a lot of nice prizes to win. So definitely paste your bingo cards in.
Okie dokie. We are committed, I think, to doing a Page Builder Summit 5 at this point. Whether that will be in the October, December, November, who knows? But it'll be probably later on at some point this year. So if you've been somebody you have enjoyed this event, then maybe keep the emails open, and we'll be dropping into your inbox in a few weeks' time. Our intention is to, I don't know if you can still do this, but our intention is to archive the Facebook group. I don't know if that's still a process that Facebook honor. It certainly was in the past. But if basically if a Facebook group is going to be dormant for a while, the recommendation is that you archive it. Otherwise, they just see it as a something that isn't being used for no reason. So if you archive it, then it goes away. So that's the intention. We'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll give it what do you think, Anshin? Another week or something to stay alive?
Yeah, I think maybe end next week, or when everything is done, and I'll archive it.
And then we'll resurrect that in time for Page Builder Summit 5.0. But if you go to the Page Builder Summit looking for a link to something or other, the Facebook group that is, in a week's time, and it's not there, apologies. You can always reach out to us instead.
Yeah. So it stays available. So it's not that so everything stays there. So all links and stuff will still be available. You just can't post new posts or comment or anything.
Okay, I'd misunderstood the nature of that. But anyway, if you do want to reach out to us, you can do it on these Twitter handles. Mine is @WP Builds, and Anshin is Anshin LR for Anshin LaRue. But I think that's it. We've succeeded. Yeah. You're going to go and drink gin and tonic. I'm going to go and have a nice swift beer, I think, and just basically kick my feet up. My children have forgotten what I look like during the course of this week, and it's time to go and refamiliarize themselves.
Yeah, mine wasn't even Mine was sent away from Monday. They only came back like an hour or so ago. So
that is commitment. I definitely didn't do that. But we'll be back. Give us a few months. We'll be in your inbox in a few months' time, letting you know what's going on. But make use of the Power Pack if you've got it. Use the links on the website for the next 24, 48 hours. And go on. Looks like you had something.
Yeah. I'm actually going to commit to doing something else. So we actually had, I think I mentioned it earlier as well, but people asking to send out more info about the speakers. So I'm going to send out, after speaking and confirming with all the speakers, I'm going to send out an email, like maybe next week sometime, with all their links. So any promo links or the links that they wanted to share. Like most of them had a special page builder link for us. So I'll send that out in an email as well, because once the 48 hours is over, then you can't access that anymore. So
got it. I'm going to do one more pitch for the survey quickly. If you've enjoyed this or not enjoyed it, or whatever the answer is, there's a survey of it's probably a dozen questions. It'll take about 15 minutes. None of the questions are required. They're all optional. pagebuildersummit.com/survey-attendee. We would love to know what it is that you thought about the Page Builder Summit 4.0, so that 5.0 can be better. Right. I'm officially drawing a line. It's done. It's a wrap. We'll be back in a few months' time. Take it easy. Have a nice day and enjoy the summer. Take care.